Dear LIBER colleagues, celebrating LIBER's 50th anniversary is a proud moment. The brainchild of a small group of librarians in post-war Europe who sought for a European voice in the future development of research libraries. Over these decades, many European minds have contributed to making LIBER what it is today. Each generation has faced issues to resolve and opportunities to seize. In my time, the most memorable event was the opening up of European borders from the late 1980s, and the pleasure of welcoming colleagues from research libraries in Central and Eastern Europe to LIBER and its work. The future will bring challenges and opportunities too. With its strengths of purpose drawn from research librarians in every part of Europe, LIBER will continue to thrive, assisting researchers, advancing society, and sustaining European values of intellectual freedom, openness, integrity, and tolerance. Warmest wishes for the future to LIBER and to you all.
LIBER started 50 years ago as a very small organization, a gentleman's club. It is great that LIBER has now become a real European organization with 450 library members. LIBER is full of initiatives committed to innovations that are of added value for our students, our researchers and our teachers. LIBER is based on cooperation. Cooperation between libraries, cooperation between librarians, independent of political, economic and legal problems between countries. I hope, and I must say I am convinced, that LIBER will maintain these principles in the next 50 years. I wish you all, dear colleagues, a very good conference.
Dear LIBER colleagues and friends, it is a great pleasure to attend LIBER opening ceremony this year and to meet you all. My name is Kristiina Hormia-Poutanen. I come from the National Library of Finland. I was the president of LIBER during 2014-2018 and represented LIBER at the high-level expert group of the Commission Open Science Policy Platform. My presidency was the time when open science was on the political agenda of the Commission. That's why LIBER strategy also focuses very strongly on open science and implementing open science activities at LIBER libraries. It has been impressive to follow how LIBER libraries and LIBER office have been able to implement open science activities. It is my great pleasure to warmly congratulate LIBER at the 50-year anniversary. We have 50 years behind us and many, many good and interesting years to follow. Thank you.
My name is Paul AYRIS, and I'm Pro-Vice Provost here in University College London. As Pro-Vice Provost, I'm in charge of the University Library and the UCL Office for Open Science and Scholarship. Between 2010 and 2014, I was honoured to be president of LIBER, and with the LIBER board, we worked to restructure the organisation. We had an executive director who helped us with the day-to-day tasks of doing this. We wanted to make LIBER more appealing, more immediate, and more timely in the way it reacted to supporting LIBER members across the continent of Europe. Now, in 2021, we're celebrating our 50th annual General Conference, and LIBER has certainly risen to the task. It is an organization that everybody wants to talk to when in Europe we want to know about the role of libraries and the importance of information technology in supporting our researchers and our students as we emerge from the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm delighted to be part of the LIBER Annual General Conference this year, celebrating 50 conferences. I hope you feel the same, and I hope you enjoy yourselves during this period for learning, for research, and for collaboration.
My presidentship from 1999 to 2002 was a time of break-off to new frontiers. We expanded LIBER all over Europe, especially with new members of the Central and Eastern European countries. And we tried to make the libraries to global information leaders, for example, through the development of new infrastructures for open access. Cooperation is the right way to reach these goals. So I wish the 50th LIBER conference that it will be an important step into this direction.
Hello, my name's Peter Fox, and until I retired, I was the director of Cambridge University Library. I'm also a former General Secretary and Vice President of LIBER, and I'm delighted to send my congratulations for your 50th anniversary. I went to my first LIBER conference at Göttingen in 1994, before LIBER was even 25 years old, and I attended every conference from then until my retirement in 2009. Over the years, I've seen LIBER play an increasingly important role in promoting the collaboration of libraries across Europe, and as it's gradually become a more professionally managed organisation, its influence has grown. In 1994, there were fewer than 100 attenders at the conference, and the whole organisation was run by one person based at the Royal Library in Copenhagen. Now you have a whole secretariat and a correspondingly higher impact on the European library world. So I wish LIBER every success for your 2021 conference and for the next 50 years.
After 50 years of LIBER, we might ask ourselves whether it has been worth our efforts. What has changed thanks to LIBER? And although I can only testify about the last 25 years, I would like to point out at least two things that I believe to be important. The first thing is the role of the librarian. In the old days, what was a librarian? He was just a guardian of the collection, a kind of a mixture between a landlord and a policeman. Nowadays, what we see is that more and more the librarian is participating as an active partner both in the research and in the education of his institute. And that is quite a change. The second thing I would like to point out is our attitude about open access. Of course, in the beginning, it was the budget. The prices were increasing too much, and that was a problem. Nowadays, people are fighting for open access, not because of the money, but because they have a profound belief in the global right for everybody to have access and free access to the results of scientific research. And that is quite a much more dignified attitude. For these things and for so much more, congratulations, LIBER.